All right, all right. I trust that you are doing very well. I just wanted to check something, just to know that my voice is very clear. I do apologize. I'm streaming to more than 3 platforms, so I wouldn't be able to check. But I just wanted to check if my voice is clear and I'm audible enough. Today we will be talking about limiting beliefs and how we can actually overcome them. Okay, I think I'm clear enough, and how you can actually overcome, some of these limiting beliefs. There are quite a lot, and I won't be able to go through a lot of them or all of them because of time. But however, if you want to be part of the program where I teach on how to identify your limiting beliefs and how you can actually overcome some of the limiting beliefs, you are free to contact me so that I can put you on the program, because it's important, because it doesn't matter how many goals you set as a person. If you don't deal with some of the underlying issues, you're not going to actually set out you're not going to achieve those goals. In fact, sometimes we are afraid even to dare to set the goals that are capable of improving the quality of our lives, because we have underlying limiting beliefs. So I want to just go straight to say, what are actually limiting beliefs? Maybe that's the question that you have. Limiting beliefs are thoughts, opinions, and convictions that we owed, and we owe them to be absolute truth. So we believe that something is true. And that's why they are called limiting beliefs. Even if you believe that they are truth and the absolute truth, the fact that they are not adding value to your life and they are hindering you from becoming the person that you were meant to be, they become limiting beliefs. They are not enabling you, they are limiting beliefs. And we get some of these limiting beliefs from from education, things that we were taught, and how we were taught, the kind of teachers or lectures that we looked up to, and some of the ideas and ideals, and we borrowed and we embraced all that, and we made them to be part of our personal opinions and convictions. Sometimes it's how we were raised, so from our parents or whoever was your guardians, there are things that they emphasized on. And those things that were emphasized on kind of shaped you, and you held them to be true, and you carried them through life because that's how you have been taught. It doesn't mean that because that's how you've been taught, it means it can't be changed. It doesn't mean that the way you've been taught to do something is always the only way to do something. In fact, that's where limiting beliefs come from, because if you hold on to everything you've been taught as absolute truth, you are not going to fully become the person that you were meant to be. I remember when we were getting married, from a cultural point of view, we were taught, certain things from a traditional point of view, and we made it. With my girlfriend, my wife now, to say we will hold on to certain things, but certain things we don't need them. We appreciate the effort to introduce us to our culture, but we were open enough. But on the other hand, there are other couples or other individuals that they were taught certain things of how a man should be and how a woman should be, and they treat each other based on how and what they were taught. Even if what they were taught isn't the only way of going about it, they hold on to that, and sometimes they find that what they were taught actually becomes the source of their conflict. So not everything you've been taught by your family or from those who taught you from an education point of view is true. Sometimes also limiting beliefs are born out of our experiences. We go through something, and after going through a particular experiences, we arrive at a truth to say, maybe I'll give an example. It's a business. You start a business and the business never worked, or you got into a partnership and maybe the partner took some money that brought the business down. You can go And you can come up with a conclusion that, you know what, I'll never get involved in a partnership from a business point of view because I don't think partnership do work. That's not true, but to you it is true. And the way limiting beliefs are born, they are born because the underlying issue is that we are preserving something, we are preserving ourselves, we don't want to be hurt going forward. So we come up with some beliefs, with some truth, as a way of preserving ourselves, as a way of hiding ourselves from being hurt. So you always have to analyze what you've come to believe after a particular experience. Maybe it's a relationship. You went through a particular relationship, and after something went wrong in that relationship, you reach a conclusion and say, men are not good. There's a term, they say men are dogs, because of that experience. And every time somebody comes to you, and I'll talk about that because it's one of the limiting beliefs, because you have come up with a conclusion after a particular experience that this person or this gender is like this based on that experience. Let me give you three. There are so many. There are limiting beliefs around health, limiting beliefs around finances, limiting beliefs around relationships, limiting beliefs around our spirituality. In fact, religion is one of the sources of limiting beliefs, because sometimes we are taught certain things that limits our ability to become everything that we were meant to be. But I will speak about three important limiting beliefs. They are not all, there are so many limiting beliefs, but I will speak about three. Number one limiting belief is that one may feel that they are not worthy of love. So that's just an example. They are not worthy of love. It can come as a result of the things that maybe one went through, how they were brought, how they were raised, maybe through education they were bullied, maybe they got involved in relationships and they were never treated well. And when they look at how they were raised, they look at when they went to school, how they were treated, and when they look at their experience, they feel that they are not worthy to be loved. They feel that they're not worthy to be loved. So so when one believes that they are not worthy of being loved, they'll always run away from, there's this sense that they don't deserve to be loved. They are not worthy of love. So they fight to be accepted. They fight to be loved. And anyone who shows them love and care and support without wanting anything from them, they'll always suspect, because the limiting belief is that I'm not worthy of being loved. That's a limiting belief. So every time when somebody shows you kindness, appreciation, love, you kind of withdraw, because you don't believe that somebody genuinely can show care and love. The other limiting belief is that I don't have enough. In one of my books, I've spoken about scarcity mentality, where individuals believe that they don't have enough resources, they don't have enough time, they don't have enough of that, enough of what, enough of that. And what then happens in the process of you believing that you don't have enough time, enough resources for you to do something, you always find justification as to why you cannot start something, as to why you can go back to school, or why you can't start a business. Because in fact, the underlying issue is that because when somebody comes and asks you as to why you are not progressing in a particular direction, you somehow have a justification that, you know what, the reason why I haven't gone back to school, or the reason why I haven't started a business, or the reason my life hasn't moved, it's because I don't have enough resources. So it's a justification, it's an excuse. It is a limiting belief. Outwardly, it looks okay. Outwardly, it looks fine, that the reason why you are failing to attempt to do something, it's because there is no time for it. Here's what I've learned. Maybe I may not talk about it, but just for you, is that in life, in order to achieve anything and to become something, you always have to have the mentality that you do have everything at your disposal that you ever need to succeed, to become everything that you want to be in life. You have enough time, you have enough resources, all the resources are around you. It's up to you to actually, first of all, accept that truth. The second thing is to begin to identify the sort of resources that you do have that are at your disposal so that you can go about accomplishing what you want to accomplish. So the idea, the limiting belief that you don't have enough of something is a limiting belief because it hinders one from actually becoming what they were meant to be or what they are supposed to be in this life. Number one, or the third limiting belief, I don't want to talk about a lot of them because there are quite a lot. The third one is one where we say, I'm too late to start something. It's too late to start something. It's too late to go back to school. I'm old enough. It's too late to start a business. It's too late to get married. It's too late to so there's always this limiting belief. You find that you say, no, I could have started this when I was 20 or in my 30s. Now I'm very old. I can't start this because it's too late. Ladies and gentlemen, as long as you do have breath, as long as you have life in you, it's never too late to do something, to start something. But it is a limiting belief because it comes across as a genuine justification as to why you can't start something, as to why you can't do something. But it is a limiting belief. Two ways. Maybe you are asking, how can I go about overcoming my limiting belief? First of all, you cannot overcome what you are not aware of. So the most important thing is that choose a particular area of your life where you seem to have certain limiting beliefs. Be aware, first of all, of those limiting beliefs. The second point after you are aware of those limiting beliefs is that you have to question yourself and say, are these limiting beliefs serving me? Are they enabling me? Are they empowering me? This set of conviction, these opinions that are held to be true, are they really empowering? Are they serving me? Because if they are not serving you, if they are not moving your life forward, if they are not causing you to become the person that you were meant to be, you don't need to hold on to that truth. You have to find different ways and means to actually reframe the limiting beliefs that you have so that you get the more empowering one. The second one is, and I will end here because I don't want to take much of your time, is that you have to also weigh the consequences. What are the consequences of you holding on to the limiting beliefs? They say you have the limiting belief that you are not worthy of love, or you have a limiting belief that it's too late to start, or you have a limiting belief that comes across as you don't have enough. It's a scarcity mentality. It's a limiting belief. You have to evaluate and say, how is this actually disadvantaging me? And what are the consequences of holding to this limiting belief? You have a limiting belief that you are not worthy of love. You have to ask yourself, how is this limiting belief actually, what are the consequences of actually holding on to this limiting belief? If you are holding on to a limiting belief that you are not worthy of love, what is going to be is that you are going to chase genuine people that comes into your life to support you, to enable you, because you don't believe that actually you deserve to be supported, you deserve to be loved. And in fact, you walk through life and work through life fighting hard to buy that love so that you can feel that you are worthy because you bought and you worked so hard for you to earn love and to earn support. In fact, if you're dealing with a limiting belief of feeling not worthy of love, you ultimately also you're going to struggle to receive. You find that you are going to be a person who gives a lot, but when people want to give you something, you somehow you are not comfortable of people giving you, because your giving actually is a way of buying love. And when people want to extend the same generosity to you, you kind of withdraw. You don't want to receive it because you don't feel you are worthy of even other people's generosity. So I don't want to waste much of your time, but these are the things that I wanted to just encourage you this afternoon to think about your life and evaluate some of the opinions, the convictions that you hold that are actually taking away the zeal, the energy, and the abilities that you actually need in terms of achieving some of your goals and the things that you want to achieve this year. My belief is that we are here on the face of the earth for a reason and for a purpose. And we have to identify certain things in our lives that will ultimately hinder us from becoming what we were meant to be. I hope you have enjoyed the stream today. If time allows, I want to at least be coming every day to just share my thoughts around some of the things that are empowering and things that will enable us to become a better version of ourselves. And if you are interested in looking for a coach, a mentor, somebody that can walk with you through a journey of overcoming some of your limiting beliefs and even other in other areas of your life, I'm here to support you. You can just inbox me and email me, and we'll get back to you and see where we can be of assistance. So enjoy the rest of the day, and I will see you again tomorrow at 12 p.m. And to those of you who are watching, we're going to watch this stream, enjoy the rest of the day, and thank you. Bye-bye.